And I am going to try to condense this down as much as possible. Okay, so we did some amazing sessions over the weekend. Liz had resumed normal service. She wasn't iced in or frozen solid or power flickering or at a funeral. So, um, what we got was senior manifestor. I tell you what, guys, he and the rest of the gang, my weekly players out here, they are onto something. Senior started it with focusing on various parts of the body that contain dark or blocked energy. And I'm finding that these are like some of the most powerful sessions that we are doing. Um, so for senior, we got an area in the body which needed some work. It was blocked. It had dark energy. It was around the throat chakra. Okay. So we're tapping through, and we got a lifetime of an insect, right? This insect has to make sounds in order to attract mates. He wasn't making sound effectively, therefore, he was being rejected. So we're peeling off the layers of self-hatred. I'm not attractive. I'm being rejected. I live in isolation. I'm defective. I feel left out. No one wants to know me. They see something wrong with me. They make fun of me. Depression, loneliness, all that good stuff, right? So we find that there are common themes running in the CTT. Dark energy, it may not be that sophisticated, right? Sometimes you were looking for like new emotions, negative emotions that are being felt. But, honestly, it really, those emotions is dark energy emotions. They're not completely sophisticated. Now, so we're peeling off the layers. Then we got, and this is unfortunate, but I'm glad we got rid of it. From that lifetime, I just want to die. This is going on for too long. I'm trying my best. It's still not good enough. What do I have to do to succeed? I'm being set up to fail. The design is all wrong. Now, here's your key phrase or phrases. How can I change things during this lifetime? Isn't that the quest we're all on, right? Now that we're here, wow, we'd really like to change things and make it a lot different than what we have designed it in our soul. I'm not able to change things now. It is already too late to make changes. Why can't we have the foresight? Why is everything hindsight? Okay, so we're tapping through, and in that round, the moon came through, and I'm like, okay, not had that happen before in a CTT session where the moon comes through. So as we're looking at this insect, he's looking at the moon, and it's a full moon, and he's going, the moon is my God. I'm looking at the moon, and I think this is the one who created me. I'm hypnotized by the moon. This must be where God is, inside the moon. I want to go home. I believe I came from the moon. Now that those are very significant statements because back then, back in the day before humans were on the earth, all life was guided by the moon, right? There wasn't any organized religion, okay? I don't see fish gathering around in a circle doing a seance. I mean, so this is the thing. The moon was the principal, the principal object in the universe that guided the behavior of all the animals, of all the vegetation, and it still does, by the way. It guides the emotions. Everything is determined by the moon. Okay, so as we continue to go deeper into the CTT session, we got very clearly everything is in sync with the moon. We are cohesive because we are all joined together by the moon. The moon was and still somewhat is in control of everything. And we also got like the moon is like AI. Source put the moon here to force us into compliance. And we're like, okay, what does that mean? We all behave in a certain way at certain times. It feeds on our emotions. Extracts our emotions. It calms down emotions. So what we got was that the moon, excuse me, the moon basically is a magnetic force that is necessary for the earth plane in order to, you know how we release emotions and we feel emotions and it feeds the system. Okay, but how does it do that? How do those emotions actually come from us as a form of energy and go into the universal consciousness? Well, I'll tell you. Liz is here and she will tell you because of the moon. That's what we got. So the moon is a magnetic force that takes these emotions out of us, right? And directs them where they need to go. We're like, OMG. What? Then, as we're going through the session, right? The moon is essential. We can't release any emotions without the magnetic pull on this particular type of emotional energy, whether joy or negative, right? The moon is what makes us release these emotions. And in the previous earth cycles, in the session we got in the previous earth cycles, that was the flaw in the design. There wasn't a moon that had this strong pull to feed the universal consciousness. And when we looked back into that previous earth cycle in a session, it was very, very small energy being emitted, whether it was good or bad, and it wasn't enough to keep the universal consciousness alive, right? So what happened? Source says, okay, scrap this, we're starting all over. Okay? Most souls did not experience that earth cycle, many earth cycles. However, senior manifestor soul did, and he experienced three of these earth cycles. And you remember when we got the session where he was trying to connect to the all-knowing from those earth cycles as well. But I will say most of us have not had the experience of multiple earth cycles. We're very lucky to have him on board, I tell you. Thank you. Anyway, so as we're going through this particular session, we're like, what? So we got the programmer, okay? So let me just recap this. So we are in the spirit world and we have our plan, okay? Oh, we're going to do this and we're going to do that, blah, de, blah. And we take our list, our very intricate list, over to the programmer, okay? Doesn't need approval from the programmer. The list has already been approved in there somewhere. Okay? The programmer is basically like a robot. Okay, I'm not saying he is a robot. It's definitely a soul, or there's many programmers, but they're very robotic. Okay, here's the list. They're coders, right? They're just coding in the program. Okay, but what happens to the program? Where is that information stored? We never asked that question before. Where is it stored? Well, part of that information is stored within our soul and it comes out in like DNA, right? So DNA is like a database storage for us, but the universe has got to have a copy of this storage, right? This plan, this design, this program, in order that the left hand knows what the right hand is doing. Okay, so where is it stored? Well, drum roll. in the moon. We got that the moon is actually a database. And that is why it is so powerful. It pulls and tugs on our energy fields, and it actually knows what all the programs are for every single soul, not just humans. We're talking about every single soul down here on the earth plane. Okay. And it works with it, right? So it goes into this database in the moon. And then the moon, I know this sounds far-fetched, but it's not as far-fetched as I come from the Lizard Federation and all that rubbish. Don't even believe all that. Anyway, so it sounds crazy, doesn't it? Like I was astonished, honestly, and so was Senior. We were like, what? So the moon has this database and it holds all this information, and our plans are carried out according to the energetic pull of the moon back and forth, here and there, blah, blah, blah. Once our life is finished here on the earth plane, the moon releases that program, and it's like a zip file that is put into our soul. And I believe that is what the life review is. That is part of the life review. Okay, here's your zip file. Here you go. It's in your energy soul now, as energy. And then, of course, when it needs to come out and expand upon the program, it's all embedded in the DNA. You see how this is going, like round and round and round. Okay, now, if the program is held within the moon, we got information that we could change it. Yes, there is possibly a cheat code here. And but how we change it, especially when it comes to manifesting, is you would say something like the amount, because we're all trying to manifest, right? All of us are. So you would say something like, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to say, okay, I want to $1 trillion like Elon, I want to be like Elon. God help you if you if you want to be like Elon, his consciousness, good grief. But anyway, I want to be as rich as Elon. I want $1 trillion. Well, what that's going to do is it's going to create a deficit in the energy field, a deficit in the programming. We got that loud and clear. So, where there's a positive and you're shifting the balance of the energy to go in your favor within your program, it's going to create a deficit, a negative. Okay. Well, then how are we going to do this without creating a negative or a deficit? Like, how or what are we going to do? So we got, and this is still very experimental, but we have to reprogram the amount. So we have an amount that we want to manifest, right? Or the amount in the program. It's really the amount that is allocated for our manifestations in the program. You want to magnify those amounts. What do you mean, Liz? I mean like 3x, 5x, 10x, 100x, whatever it is. And then you have to say it in such a way where you're not creating a deficit, okay? You cannot create a deficit or a negative. So that's what we got. All right. Now, you can play around with the wording, but the wording that we came up with, and I'm sure Senior, I know he sent me an email and I haven't had a chance to look at it. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to reprogram our manifestations held within the database of the moon into huge joyful abundance without creating any negative deficits to our individual program or to the moon itself, and without creating any negative consequences to ourselves and our loved ones. Are you all on board with that for our tapping today? We're going to try it out. Is that all right?
Wowzers.
Tell me about it. I was like, Senor, I need to go for a very large cup of tea. And I
Yes, we all want the
debated
cheat
putting a
code.
shot of whiskey in it after that. which I didn't. I didn't because I had to do all kinds of stuff afterwards. But yeah, isn't that wowzer? It is wowzer, isn't it? It's like the moon is a database. And then we got information like, well, what if you lived on the moon? If you lived on the moon, your energy wouldn't have that far to travel to go to the moon and for the moon to direct it wherever it needs to go. What if you lived on Mars? The question was, what if you lived on Mars? Well, if you live on Mars, you can't really access, the moon can't access you in that way. But Mars has its own moon. And then we also got that the other moons out there in the universe are like backup storage sites, right? But they're not in use at the moment. Because I was like, well, what happens when the moon runs out of storage? You know, how does it receive an upgrade? And I mean, it can hold a lot of information. It can. But there would be other moons that would take over some of that storage. But really, I'm wondering, my question is to Source, have we always had the same amount of souls here on the earth plane at any one time? And I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no on that. So we actually started out with a much smaller amount of souls than what we have now. We're like, 3x soul numbers compared to what we used to be. Because, as humans are growing and expanding in population, what are we doing? We're taking away the available space for vegetation and animals to live their souls as well. So it made me think, well, maybe we do always have the same amount of souls walking on the earth plane or living in the earth plane. But that was a no. Any thoughts, Mr. Reality?
I don't know, but maybe we need to hack the backup databases as well. Other planetary moons, not just our own moon, which is odd because it's named Moon. It's the only satellite that doesn't have a given name as a moon. So I always found that weird. And it's exactly the right shape of Earth, and it seems like it's always been fake. So I'm just excited to
Hmm.
find a cheat code. I'm happy that you and Professor Senior are able to find it. So I'm excited to get moving.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're going to try it out today. And then the other thing that we got just quickly over the weekend, we got that low hormonal output equals addictive behavior. So for people that struggle with hormone output, they have low hormones, and of course, like dopamine and all that included, but also like estrogen, testosterone, progesterone. If you have a low hormonal output, you tend to have more of an addictive personality. That came through in our CTT session. And then the other thing that came through, honestly, my socks were blown off this weekend. But the other thing that came through was another session where we got that, and one of our group members was a baby who came down to the earth plane, and it was very cold. It was back in, primitive times. There was no medical care. The baby was very cold. It couldn't withstand stand the temperature, hold the temperature. It was jaundice, and the baby was only here for 45 minutes. Now, the mother, being very young back in the day, right? 12 years old, had no idea she was pregnant, didn't really understand what was going on with the body, didn't really show a pregnancy, knew that she was having pains, and out pops this baby. Mother and grandmother instantly fall in love. The father was not around. Mother and grandmother instantly fall in love. So within a few short minutes, they're absolutely in love with this baby, okay? Which is, what always happens or should happen. God help us for those that it doesn't happen. Anyway, so then the baby only lives for about 45 minutes. The baby leaves. And what we got was that trauma that trauma of the baby only being here for 45 minutes, creating like intense love, but then intense pain when the baby left, obviously, right? A pain that they never got over, a pain that was so traumatic that they've never been able to resolve it in many, many lifetimes. And in fact, even in their latest lifetime, they lost babies, the mother and the grandmother. And it was all the idea of this baby. It was like, oh, well, let's put this in the contract. Let's try this out. And over the lineage and over all the lifetimes, it was never resolved. So they're still losing babies even in the current lifetime. Or they, they're passed on now, but the life that they just experienced, right? And that was phenomenal. I'm telling you, we had a great weekend. Honestly, Liz worked her, you know what off, but it was amazing. Anyway, Mr. Reality, are you ready?
I am ready to go. Exciting.
All right. I know that was long-winded, but there was a lot of information there. And we all need to work together to come up with a plan on how we're going to tap into this database. Exactly as you said, Mr. Reality. Okay, so if you are prone to seizures, do not attempt to do the CTT. It's not for you. You're on seizure medication. You have a history of seizures. Don't do it. Just listen to us. Do not, do not, do not do it. Okay? You'll thank us later. Second of all, make sure you stay to close. Once we open, stay to close. If you have a question about the tapping, drop it in the chat. For those of you listening to the recording out there, if you want a demonstration of where your arm placement should be, type in George Duisman, Duisman, CTT. You'll see a couple of demonstration videos up there. You'll see George, the late George Duisman, in his rocking chair, rocking back and forth and tapping. By the way, he never took money for sessions. He did not have a bank account. That's George all the way. George, I'll always remember that. All right, we got George and the masses up here tapping. So let's go ahead and open. All right, there's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath and thank you all for coming. It's always great to see you all every Monday. We appreciate you so much. And you as well, Mr. Reality. Thank you for helping to host. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, treasures. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Liz, why do you do it in rounds? Because you're peeling off layer by layer. right? Same rules as remote viewing. You're opening and you're closing. You're opening, you're closing. Each round is an opening and a closing, okay? Does that mean it's the ultimate closing and that you can take off after we open and we're in the mid session? No, no, that's not what it means. It means you stay to the very end when we fill in the spaces, okay? But I'm just trying to explain why we do it in rounds. Okay, and then the most important part, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of all of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately take away any and all negative energy.
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world
They will immediately transport it into the spirit world
and transmute it into white light positive karma
and transmute it into white light positive karma
back into the universe.
back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I'm giggling because, George didn't have a bank account, but he also didn't have like city water. He used well water. He didn't have heat in his home. He used firewood in a fireplace. Uh, and then he wouldn't upgrade his windows when everything's being upgraded, right? He refused to upgrade in Mr. Reality, you'll know this, upgrade Windows past a certain point because he believed the government was spying on him.
Well, they are, but XP probably still wins over 10 and 11, I'd say.
Yeah, that's it. XP. He wouldn't go he wouldn't go past XP. So it actually started making a lot of the programs that we all run redundant. Yeah, he refused to do that. So Skype and all these things as they're being upgraded, he couldn't operate with them. He did have the internet, obviously, and he did have a landline telephone. But that's about as conventional as George was, right? He used food banks for his food. He had squatters living on his land, people camping on his land. Um, it was a very interesting life he had. Uh, Not for me. I love you, George. Not for me, but if you're single and you want to live that way, fantastic. All right. So let's work on this moon thing. Now, this is brand new. I don't know what we're going to get, but it's going to be super interesting. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability
the optimum ability
to reprogram our manifestations
to reprogram our manifestation
held within the database of the moon
held within the database of the moon
into huge, joyful abundance
into huge, joyful abundance
without creating any negative deficits
without creating any negative deficits
to our individual program
to our individual program
or the moon itself,
or the moon itself,
and without any negative consequences to ourselves or our loved ones.
and without any negative consequences to ourselves or our loved ones.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our being are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. I'm so excited to see what we all get. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, what did you get, Mr. Reality?
So there's a concept of when lightning strikes, you hear the thunder later, and it seems like we're trying to impact this flash moment of the lightning strike after the fact when the thunder reaches. So we're already delayed and behind and lagged to the point that we're trying to recorrect right now.
Yeah, we are. That is so true. Delayed, lagged, and what was the other one?
Just there's a disconnect in the sound that we hear and what we're trying to impact. But that impact of lightning, or in this case, the soul imprint on the moon, is so fleeting and so fast. It's faster than lightning.
Hmm. Okay.
So maybe we need to
And not,
retrocausality affect it instead of doing it at the moment because the moment is too late. So if we could rewrite the
so
code that's there before it was written, then we might have a better outcome.
that is excellent. The current pace of how fast things, information is moving through the database. Excellent. So I got nothing as good as yours, but I got like, I felt very connected to the moon. It was almost like you're on to us now. It's all there was almost some sort of fear being generated. Like, this is powerful information. Can we trust this, these people with this information? This is like top secret info. That's what I got. Um, I know you guys are like, Liz has lost the plot. Info, uh, can the universe trust us? Like, this is powerful. This is too powerful to be in the hands of humans. That's what I got. Let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are already delayed.
We are already delayed.
We're disconnected.
We are disconnected.
There's a major time lag.
There is a major time lag.
We are too slow to understand the universe
We are too slow to understand the universe
and its inner workings.
and its inner workings.
We cannot keep up with the current pace.
We cannot keep up with the current pace.
Information is moving too fast through the database.
Information is moving too fast through the database.
As we're trying to inject our information in,
As we are trying to inject our information in,
it cannot reach our individual programs
it cannot reach our individual program
because we are not that powerful.
because we are not that powerful.
This is top secret information.
This is top secret information.
Can the universe trust us?
Can the universe trust us?
This is way too powerful to be in the hands of humans.
This is way too powerful to be in the hands of humans.
Our consciousness is delayed.
Our consciousness is delayed.
What else?
We don't have the power to alter this code.
We don't have the power to alter this code. This is information that we shouldn't even be able to get a hold of.
This is information we should not be able to get a hold of.
even though it is stored in the all-knowing part of us.
even though it is stored in the all-knowing part of us.
The universe thought that it had put enough layers on top of this information,
The universe thought that it has put enough layers on top of this information,
and no way would we ever be able to access it,
and no way would we ever be able to access it,
decode it,
decode it,
use it to our advantage.
and use it to our advantage.
Mm. What else?
Our brains lack the computational power to edit.
Oh, our brains lack the computational power to edit. Yes. Anything else?
There's great resistance here.
Yeah, there is great resistance here all the way around with from within us and also the universe.
We're from within us and also from the universe.
We're generating fear.
We are generating fear.
hmm It is not for us to know.
It is not for us to know.
We will be punished for knowing this information.
We will be punished for knowing this information.
This information is already in the hands of others.
This information is already in the hands of others.
Our mathematic abilities are not as strong as the programmers.
Our mathematical abilities are not as strong as the programmers.
We are nothing.
We are nothing.
We're trying to be bigger than what we're supposed to be.
We are trying to be bigger than what we are supposed to be.
We will be punished.
We will be punished.
It's sad to know how much source is hiding from us
It is sad to know how much source is hiding from us
for its own benefit.
for its own benefit.
We must consider all codes
We must consider all codes
and the possible complications when those codes are changed.
and the possible complications for when those codes are changed.
Mhm. We're going to be zapped by the moon. We're going to be zapped by the moon.
We are going to be zapped by the moon.
hmm Anything else?
Let's check the room and close it.
Mm. Okay. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, we also got somewhere in there that the moon was synthetic. It's not organic, and the only things that are really organic are those of us in physical form here on the earth plane. What did you get?
I got the Eve forbidden fruit is what we're trying to get from Adam and Eve. The forbidden garden. This is
Mm,
verboten. We shouldn't tamper with it. Let us know in the chat if you have any emotions or any physical sensations according to this tapping. If anything comes through, we'll make sure we look at that as well.
mm. Okay, somebody's voice has changed a bit. I think mine has a little too. Um, as long as it sounds younger, I'm good. All right, let's keep going. What did you get, Mr. Reality? Just we're tampering with the forbidden fruit. Anything else?
That was it. Just that. Oh, that was it. This image of Eve tampering with the forbidden fruit.
Yeah, yeah. Did we ever probe the snake?
We did.
I thought so. What did we get?
I can't remember.
Neither can I. I do so many of these things. It goes in, it goes out. That's how you know you're dealing with a true psychic medium.
He's
They
alive
don't
now, I
really
think.
contain. Mm. Hmm?
I think the snake is alive now as a human.
You do?
I think that's what we got.
Is that
Yeah.
what we got? Oh Lord. As long as it doesn't come find me. All right, let's keep going. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We are making an enemy out of the moon.
Ooh, we are making an enemy out of the moon.
We are tampering with the forbidden fruit.
We are tampering with the forbidden fruit.
Again, what's coming through is we will be punished.
We will be punished.
This information is off limits.
This information is off limits.
This is a cheat code, and we're not supposed to use it.
This is a cheat code and we are not supposed to use it.
What else?
The punch bowl is contaminated.
Hopefully with alcohol. The punch bowl is contaminated. What else?
What I see and what I experience are not the same thing.
What I see and what I experience are not the same thing. We're not supposed to tap into the all-knowing.
We are not supposed to tap into the all-knowing.
That is also forbidden.
That is also forbidden,
Hmm. Even though it's a part of us.
even though it is a part of us.
If source is all-knowing, then there's a part of us which is all-knowing.
If source is all-knowing, then there is a part of us which is all-knowing.
It's already embedded in our programming,
It is already embedded in our programming,
but we're not smart enough to go there.
but we are not smart enough to go there.
What else?
I will be punished if I learn this cheat code.
I will be punished if I learn this cheat code. Uh, the moon is in three-fourths of its phase.
The moon is in three-fourths of its phase,
So we're going to be in deep trouble.
so we will be in deep trouble.
hmm We are playing with fire.
We are playing with fire.
Our consciousness is fake, like the moon landing.
Our consciousness is fake, like the moon landing, so-called.
Yeah. Going down this road will be a bit of a detriment to the
Going down
other
this road
pursuits.
will be a bit of a
hmm
detriment to our other pursuits.
What else?
I'm worried about a sneak attack from behind.
Ooh, I'm worried about a sneak attack from behind. I won't see it coming.
I won't see it coming.
Hmm. The fire horse is coming,
The fire horse is coming,
and it's not going to be a good year.
and it is not going to be a good year.
hmm Dark waves are coming our way.
Dark waves are coming our way.
We've been put into an all-knowing sleep
We have been put into an all-knowing sleep
so that we don't know the real truth
so that we do not know the real truth
and all of these cheat codes.
and all of these cheat codes.
This will affect our future good karma.
This will affect our future good karma.
We're attracting too much negative attention.
We are attracting too much negative attention.
The database is too big to change.
The database is too big to change.
What is bad is actually good.
What is bad is actually good.
It is hidden to maintain a specific,
It is hidden to maintain a specific,
limited perspective on reality.
limited perspective on reality.
We're not supposed to know.
We are not supposed to know.
We are trying to be powerful,
We are trying to be powerful,
but we're not built for that.
but we are not built for that.
We're built to be subservient.
We are built to be subservient.
My charger port to the database is broken.
My charger port to the database is broken.
My loss is always my gain.
My loss is always my gain.
What else?
I don't know how to change the energy of the program.
I don't know how to change the energy of the program. I'm too wrapped up in my own emotional drama.
I am too wrapped up in my own emotional drama.
Anything else? Lawnmower Man is not my hero.
Lawnmower Man is not my hero.
I don't know what that's a reference to, but you guys can explain it to me. Okay, let's wrap this round up. The part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Ooh, what did you get?
I got that we're trying to edit an illusion of the now instead of
Mhm.
maybe we should affect our future lifetime or this lifetime from the past. I keep getting that, the loop of temporal problems here in our tapping.
Hmm.
Would it be better to adjust our next lifetime or this one from the past?
Yeah, stop trying. That's along the same lines as what I got. Stop trying to change the here and now. Yeah, we're on the same page. Um, Also, I got we are inflicting our own self-abuse. Not knowing is always better than knowing. You know, when you have these big reveals in CTT, it's a lot. It's really hard, but I'm of the mindset that knowing is better than not knowing. Yes, it changes your perspective. Yes, it can change your outlook. Yes, it can make you a little bit depressed because you're like, oh my God, this is what we're living in. Life was so great when I didn't even think about this stuff, right? But it's better to know than to not know. So that's what I got. Um, but the opposite to that from the universe is telling us like, no, actually not knowing is always better than knowing. This is too much information for us to handle. Focus on ourselves and our individual problems. Right? Well, that's what the universe wants. Of course. Yeah, of course they're going to say that. You know what? Just focus on yourself and your individual emotions and go through, your own consciousness and memories. And well, what does that do? Well, it makes you produce emotional energy that is what? Picked up by the moon, redirected into the universal consciousness. Of course they're going to say that,
When you
right? I'm
mention
not
the
trying to.
programmer that we give our
Mhm.
our outline of life to, and they make the modifications to it, do we see their modifications or do we go in blind knowing that whatever they change is going to happen? Are we cognizant in the spirit of all the changes that programmer made?
So when you're getting your program written, right, when the programmer's coding your program, you can have a review there, and it's like you're watching it play out on a screen with avatars, and you can say, okay, maybe that's a little too much. That's a little too drastic. Maybe I need to not have this experience be so intense. But on the other hand, you could say, oh, that was too easy. Let's rework it. So you can go to that programmer
Okay.
3 or 4 times, and when you see that drama, your life drama played out in front of you, you can say, okay, let's scrap this, I'll be back, and you go back and you start to reprogram and you come up with better ideas. I mean, no wonder it takes in our time, hundreds of years to write these programs. If you think about it, covers every single aspect of your life from the point of the first heartbeat, which is when the soul enters into the body while your mother is pregnant with you, until the day you die. I mean, that's a lot of planning and preparation and scenarios, right? Um, yeah. So you can rework it, but I think your question is more geared towards, can we see or get an example of if I decide to 10x the amount that I want to manifest within the program without any detriment or negative consequences,
Hmm.
can I just double check that to make sure that it's not going to create a deficit? Is that what you mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So that the surprise
Okay.
of life. I'm thinking of the oldest guy we got at 152. He said, "Surprise me," and lived to be 152 or 54. So it's
Mm.
how much of it is a surprise to what we programmed in our template versus what we wrote actually. Are we in full control of the template that we make, or are there surprises thrown in?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that. God, you have a great memory. You remind me and I'm like, "Oh yeah, well, I remember that. It's back there somewhere." Somebody just said, "Oh, I just found out I'm pregnant." Well, I will tell you that when I was doing CTT, when I was pregnant, I swear to God, I believe it made my son really, really smart. Okay. It made all these connections because I went to his parent teacher conference Thursday and they were like, he is so smart. He's 5 years old. He's in all advanced classes. He's this, he's that. Well, I reckon it's because I was doing the CTT when I was pregnant with him. Um, that's my theory. Anyway, let's keep going. This is a big one. We may have to tackle this again on another group session. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We're trying to edit the illusion of now.
We're trying to edit the illusion of now.
We should work on our past lives
We should work on our past lives
and our future lifetimes.
and our future lifetimes.
Stop trying to change the here and now.
Stop trying to change the here and now.
We are inflicting our own self abuse.
We are inflicting our own self-abuse.
Not knowing is always better than the knowing.
Not knowing is always better than the knowing.
This is too much information for us to handle.
This is too much information for us to handle.
Focus on ourselves and our individual problems.
Focus on ourselves and our individual problems,
And that way we continue to feed the system unbeknownst
and that way we continue to feed the system unbeknownst
to everything going on.
to everything going on.
What else?
I worry that I'll get more trauma from this action.
I'm worried I'll get more trauma from this action. We're disrupting the current control structure.
We are disrupting the current control structure.
We should just use other manifestation methods.
We should just use other manifestation methods.
Restricted knowledge.
Restricted knowledge.
It would change humanity's understanding of its history.
It will change humanity's understanding of its history.
Powerful billionaires probably already know about this tech.
Powerful billionaires probably already know about this tech.
What else?
I don't have administrator access.
I love that. I don't have administrative access. Yeah, that's brilliant. Yeah, what else?
I feel like my life is turning me in circles and I never know which way to face.
Yeah. I feel like my life is turning me in circles and I never know which way to face. This is like the tail wagging the dog.
This is like the tail wagging the dog.
Yeah. What else?
My feet are too stuck in quicksand to move forward.
My feet are too stuck in quicksand to move forward. This is too much.
This is too much.
How long would it take to receive results?
How long would it take to receive results?
Results are way too slow.
Results are way too slow.
I block the results.
I block the results.
I don't believe I deserve them.
I do not believe I deserve them.
What else?
My unconscious is always in control, not my conscious mind.
Yeah, my unconscious is always in control, not my conscious mind. Yeah. What else?
I'm out of my depth.
I'm out of my depth. This is too much for me.
This is too much for me.
This is too much information to handle.
This is too much information to handle.
I don't know how to make a big impact or difference.
I do not know how to make a big impact or difference.
What else?
I'm too stupid to make this plan work.
Oh gosh, I'm too stupid to make this plan work.
I got an image of Gary Busey, but that's what it meant to me when I got that.
This information is beyond my pay grade.
This information is beyond my pay grade.
I need to stay small.
I need to stay small.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Just I fear karmic and retribution for this action.
Mhm. I fear karmic retribution for this action. I'm not powerful enough.
I am not powerful enough.
Wow, my throat is really tight. Let's close it down. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, tight throat. What did you get?
Just that security is too tight to edit the data.
Mm, yeah. Security is too tight to allow us access in order to edit the data. So what I got is we will corrupt the system. Okay, like the system will malfunction with us making adjustments. You know, this all BS, right?
Checksum error. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, look, all we're not saying we're changing everything, right? That's what I was trying to explain at the beginning, right? You don't want to go in there and say, okay, I don't want to be this person and I don't want to be with this person and I want a whole new life. No, no, don't do that. But if you want to, like, that manifestation amount that I'm supposed to receive because I'm following XYZ, whatever program of manifestation or manifesting, I just want to, as senior says, aim high, Liz, aim high. Because I was like, okay, let's 3x it. He's like, aim high, go for 10x. I just want to 10x that amount. Because how was I supposed to know what I would need when I was designing all this? Right? I really actually didn't know. Now that I'm in here living it, I know what I need. Okay. And I don't trust my soul that it has programmed the correct amount, which is relevant to today's living. That's all we're saying. We're not saying that we're going to overhaul the system, override it, shut it down and all that. Okay. We're just saying we're going to make minor changes to the amounts that we're choosing to manifest or that we have planned to manifest in the program, right? Because we're all following manifestations, different techniques, most of us. And, somewhere in there, we're going to be rewarded. Now, a lot of times you'll just find a $10 bill or wherever you are in the world on the ground. And you're like, oh, wow, I manifested. Okay, well, who says that's enough? The soul? What are you going to buy with 10 bucks? Nothing. 10 bucks won't hardly buy you anything now. So, I mean, you see what I mean? Like that's the only part of the programming we're trying to change. I mean, you guys may be brave and you may want to go blazing in there and really mess around with this. And if you can in a safe way, fine. But we looked at that and we questioned it. And this is the safest option that we could see, which still allows us to manifest at least our original amounts, but actually a bit more than that. So yeah, that's what we got. Okay, so let's get rid of this tight throat and then we'll figure out how we're closing this down. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
Security is too tight
The security is too tight
to allow us access
to allow us access
in order to edit the data.
in order to edit the data.
We will corrupt the system.
We will corrupt the system.
The system will malfunction
The system will malfunction
with us making adjustments.
with us making the adjustments.
We will be triggering our own error messages and eject buttons.
We will be triggering our own error messages and eject button.
We'll be catapulted out of here.
We will be catapulted out of here.
Mm-hmm. What else?
I won't have good luck anymore.
I won't have good luck anymore. I'll just be plagued with bad luck and resistance.
I'll just be
Mm-hmm.
played with bad luck and bad resistance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not powerful enough.
I am not powerful enough.
So I felt that leave. Okay. So let's close it down. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our mind, body, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And I felt that energy lift off. I did. To the moon, right? Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, so on the closing, I was already getting messages in. Easily and joyfully manifest the optimum ability to still maintain respect for the moon, all of its uses, and what else, George? Whilst, I love that word. I love those words, unbeknownst, whilst. Whilst what? Continuing to work on and improve my chances of manifesting a life that I so desire. So instead of a life that I need, right? Because we can manifest what we need all the time. You've heard me talk about that. But George says a life that I desire. right? There's a big difference between need. Yeah, I need gas money for my car, petrol, UK, I know. But the life I desire, I would love to have a chauffeur, especially on the school run in the morning where I'm tearing my hair out and it's pedal to the metal to get there on time. Okay? Seriously. Wouldn't it be nice to have a chauffeur like open the door, here you are. You're going to have a relaxed ride into the school. Oh God, I'm like having several nervous breakdowns on the 15-minute journey. It's awful. Get out of my way. We're going to be late. We got 2 minutes till the door closes. Okay, that's what I mean. That's the difference between wants and need and desire. Okay? All right. And I also need someone to do my laundry. You know what? One of the nicest people that I gave readings to, she says, "You know what, Liz? I just want to come over and do your laundry." And I said, do you know how grateful I would be if you did that? I would do CTT sessions for you all day long. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self-love,
self-love,
self-forgiveness,
self-forgiveness,
forgiveness of others.
the forgiveness of others,
And here we go. And the optimum ability
and the optimum ability
to still maintain respect for the moon,
to still maintain respect for the moon
all of its uses,
and all of its uses,
whilst still continuing to work on
while still continuing to work on,
and to improve.
and then to
And,
improve,
no, sorry, and to improve, I'm sorry.
and to improve
My chances of manifesting
my chances of manifesting
a life that I so desire
a life that I so desire
without any negative consequences to myself or my loved ones.
without any negative consequences to myself or my loved ones.
In all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up,
In all of those wonderful spaces we have just opened up,
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, body, and spirits are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right, you guys, this was awesome. Thank you. And as always, we will hold for questions.